This happened in Dallas, Texas, on April 2nd of 1957. Dark clouds. Then from the clouds, a funnel dips and then it swirls. Then gains power as it lashes a 21-mile-long path of death and destruction across the western part of Dallas. The tornado, one of a series of twisters, touched down shortly after 4 o'clock p.m. this afternoon near Duncanville, then near Redbird Airport to the southwest of Dallas. Then it would rise once more and then dip again. Tonight, the toll of injured counted as roughly as 600, reaching around 100 hospitalized, 8 dead, and 150 hurt. But all of those figures are most certainly to rise more by the end of the night. Dallas was not alone in feeling the wrath of this storm this afternoon. They struck in Fort Worth, Melissa, north of Dallas, Anna, Newark, and north of Fort Worth as far as Oklahoma. But Dallas got the worst of it. Texas News cameramen are on the scene as the tornado vents its fury. Cameraman Jim Murray, Dan Owen, Tom McDonald, and Floyd Bright find destruction on all sides and injured and bewildered people. Here is what is left of an apartment building in West Dallas. Only a sample of destruction that tonight leaves an estimated 800 homes destroyed and many others damaged. These films show the tornado as it dips at Singleton Boulevard, the main thoroughfare through West Dallas. Emergency vehicles running Code 3 rushed to the scenes of the worst destruction. West Dallas and Oak Cliff were two of the hardest hit areas. There is pain and heroism and countless acts of unnoticed bravery, but mostly there is confusion and bewilderment. The funnel took about 20 minutes and then it was all over. All over, but not for the people who had to experience it and are still experiencing the aftermath. Hot electric lines are snapped, electricity is popping dangerously near the rescue workers and men and women trying to find their families. There wasn't any safe place to hide and very little time to get to a safe place. To the north, as the tornado continued relentlessly as it spreads, estimated at 12 miles an hour, it leaves more damage in an area at Love Field Drive. Along the way, newsmen found scenes like this. A deliriously happy mother reunited with her children that she feared were lost. But not everyone was so lucky. Parkland and Methodist hospitals were crowded to overflowing. All police were on duty. Here's an area at Lynn Street and Love Field. And everywhere you see destruction. For vehicles, the streets were difficult to travel. This scene was reenacted hundreds of times throughout the day. Families together again, lucky and thankful to be together. Despite destruction, just to be safe in one another's arms. Further to the north, the storm veered to the west, just enough to miss the Love Field terminal. It moved to a warehouse district at Denton Drive.
I was too frightened to go outside, so I take my baby from the bed and got down on my knees open. And that's where I was when it hit the house. And so by me being down over the baby didn't get hurt, but something happened to my back. A brick fell on my back. My back got hurt a little, and my knees, and across my face.
Did it hurt your baby?
No, sir, it did not. The baby was saved. It didn't get hurt at all.
So here at Parkland, we had, at the count at 10:40, we treated 141 patients. We had 7 DOAs, and 1 died here in the hospital. 3 of them were from one family. I think most of it operated fairly smoothly out at this end. We never did know for sure how many we were getting.
And here are scenes of the business district. The giant buildings were no match for this massive storm. The big twister flipped automobiles over like they were just paper cuts. It was strong enough to topple box cars. The storm virtually leveled the Renard Roofing Company in the northwest Dallas area. Freakishly pierced the roof of this house with flying timbers. Most of the dead and injured were taken to Parkland Memorial Hospital, where all available doctors and nurses reported for duty immediately. Some 250 of them and extra beds were installed to care for the injured. The 8 dead have been identified as 3 young boys of the Melvin Anderson family of Record Crossing and Section, an elderly Oak Cliff couple, Mr. and Mrs. Charles Skills, a 10-month-old baby, Mary Lucille Hatley of Record Crossing area, Florence Rudisil of Caddo, Oklahoma, who was visiting her family in Dallas, and an Oak Cliff woman named Willie Weaver. This happened in Dallas, Texas on April 2nd of 1957.